Return to Zamfara state where 700 children in 8 communities have died of lead poisoning since it was discovered 11 years ago. Doctors Without Borders discovered an outbreak of lead poisoning associated with artisanal gold mining in Bukkuyum and Anka local government areas in 2010. Theophilus Darufai has details now.
For 11 years now, Zamfara State has been battling a public health emergency involving unprecedented levels of lead poisoning. It is caused by unsafe artisanal mining practices, resulting in high childhood mortality rates. Lead-based pens and lead-contaminated dust in older buildings and mining sites are the most common sources of lead poisoning in children. Other sources include contaminated air, water, and soil, especially in mining communities. Adults who work with batteries or work in auto repair shops can also be exposed to lead. Gathered here are critical stakeholders to develop a statewide lead poisoning control and prevention framework for the sustainability of the current remedies and prevention of future outbreak of lead poisoning in Zamfara. Authorities say 700 children have died of lead poisoning in 8 Zamfara communities since it was discovered.
At least 700 children died, and it is not just death. It has multiple health effects, and adults too had other issues.
Actually, it was due to artisanal gold mining that actually, due to lack of knowledge on safer mining, people brought actually processing mineral processing activities at the residential area, which polluted the environment.
8,480 children under 5 years of age have been screened for lead poisoning since the start of the program in May 2010. Médecins Sans Frontières and Zamfara State government says they are committed to averting the reoccurrence of the ugly incidents.
Since after that sad event of 2010, I think the state government has stepped up efforts to raise awareness on the dangers of lead poisoning.
On that time, there were 8 villages, and then we did enroll over 8,000 children, which were actually exposed to lead, and the level of exposure were very high.
Africa experiences annual economic losses estimated at $137.7 billion due to lead poisoning. Artisanal mining is, however, a poverty-driven activity that will persist as long as gold mining is profitable. Experts at this workshop says children under the age of 5 are more vulnerable to lead poisoning. Lead poisoning is preventable but very difficult to treat once it gets inside the body. Theophilus Darufai, TVC News, Gusau.